Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we're going to be playing Angband. Yes. When the world is old and the powers grow weary, then Morgoth, seeing that the guard sleepeth, shall come back through the door of night. Out of the timeless void, then shall the last battle be gathered. Dun, dun, dun. We are going to be... Since this is a how-to to play Angband, we're going to do the easiest combo, which is half troll, warrior. So as you see, strength is the most important stat in the game, and you get +4 with a half troll compared to other combos where it's either 0 or minus or +1 or 2. This is +4. And the other huge benefit this class has is sustained strength, which is really good. Because when you lose strength from strength drainers, then you have problems. And it regenerates quickly, which is really good, so you restore your hit points really fast. It's very good at melee, or however you say that word, and not so great at shooting and throwing. But we're going to be a warrior, because it adds even more to our strength, compared to some other classes. Warrior is going to be our best bet, and the other good thing about this combo is the hit die. See, the hit die is 12. Other classes it can be as low as 7. It's the highest hit die, and warrior is also the highest hit die. So you get the maximum hit die of 21, and you get the maximum strength. So constitution and strength are like very important in this game, so this is why it's kind of the easiest combo to play. And it has a very low XP mod of only 120%, which is also good. It means we're going to level up extremely quickly playing this class combo. Now we can assign our points. What I do is this is the default, but because you use 4 points to only go 1 up on dex when you use all your points on one stat. I make that to 6, and then I bring my con up to 6. This makes it so we never really have to worry about our health, which is pretty nice. And we're still getting 3.4 blows per round, so we're still going to be really powerful. Then we give it a name, and that's it. I have a prefab file that makes things go smoother and quicker. We also have to do, I don't use keypad, I use the arrow keys. So there's a few things I like to set first. I don't use the roguelike command key set because I have no idea how to do that. And that would make my life very difficult to learn it, and I don't care to. I definitely don't want my mouse clicks accidentally moving me around the map randomly. And I like to know when my rods of light or whatever recharge. So base delay, I like to lower it to 12. Hit point warning, and then the movement delay I like to increase so that I can move diagonally. So this just means like how fast the animations happen on screen. If it's too high, the game goes too slowly and it's a little bit boring. But maybe good to leave it at 40 if you're new to the game. First thing we're going to buy is a word of recall. Let me just check something. Darn it. I wanted to reset some of that stuff. Oh well, now we have 2 words of recall. That's really not helpful. So we gotta buy some. Great. We don't have any cure light wounds. We're gonna give this a try anyway. This is gonna make life a little annoying though. So then you just move around and you just kill stuff. And because of our awesome stats starting out, we kill everything. We don't even have to pay attention to what monsters are. We don't have to be tactical. We don't have to do anything. We just have to point and shoot, as it were. And that might seem a little bit boring, but I like it because it means we level up quickly and we can get to the levels where you can actually find interesting stuff quicker. Because who wants to screw around in these early levels getting nowhere and finding nothing? What's the point of spending 20 minutes of the game doing that? We can spend 20 minutes of the game leveling up. Is what I say. Where did those loots go? Oh, they're far away. Alright, so what I like to do when I play this game is to see how fast I can win. There's two ways you can measure the speed. Is one, to do it in as few turns as possible, and two is to do it in as little real time as possible. So far my record is like 8 hours or so, a little more than that. So my goal is to do it in less than 8 hours presently to beat my quickest time. So yeah. What is killing me here? This is annoying. I don't know what to do with all these different potions. So I co-op them to find out what they do. Waste. It'd be a waste if there's something useful. And yet we want to find out if they're not useful. Those E's, you stay away from the E's. I drained my constitution, that's why it turned yellow. And the letters went lowercase. It's alright, I don't care, because we're gonna be advancing to the next character level soon enough, and then it gets reset, so that's pretty nice. Well, I don't think we can get through there. Portions of speed are really good and allow you to do everything twice as fast. So it makes your opponents have really little chance against you in the early game. Benefits of speed become a little less noticeable later in the game. Whoa. That's pretty nice. It's very nice. Very useful. Why does this take so long to get through? Alright. There we go, we got some money. We're ready for the next level, I think. Ooh. Good activation. Good activation. I don't remember picking up those, that's pretty good. Ooh, a weapon. Yeah, alright, it's a little better, slightly better. Nothing crazy better, but a little better. Alright, let's get out of here. Cloak we're wearing has +3 dexterity, which means that somebody picked up something on the ground. I don't know what it was. I didn't get a chance to see it. And when you increase dexterity and strength, you get more blows per round with your weapon, which means you do more damage. Right now we're doing 24.9. We started out doing 18 damage this game. So we've already got a pretty good upgrade. Oh, here's a good lesson for you. This dagger is +5/+1, and this dagger is +1/+5. You might think they're kind of similar daggers, but this one does much more damage. 40.3 versus 24.9. So this one does substantially more, and that's because the second number increases your to dam and the first number increases your to hit. And to hit means your accuracy, but it doesn't actually have that much of an effect. It increases your accuracy by only a very small percentage per point, whereas the damage is much more significant per point. So they are not equal stats by any measure. So we're gonna get through this cold guy, no problem. In fact, we'll stun him first. Wow, it's gonna be very easy. Ooh. Phial of Galadriel is very good. See now how much farther we can see, that's super helpful. good. Money is always good. I don't know what the 3 object on this level is yet. I have a feeling I'm going to find... That's pretty good. I have a feeling I'm going to find the exit before I find the object. We shall see. There we go. We want to crash dive. The stairs are very good right now. There's we want to go as fast as possible. That was Bullroar the Hobbit. He's what you call a unique, just as the purple kobold that we killed a minute ago was also a unique and dropped the file. The kobold, I mean, Bullroar the Hobbit didn't drop anything interesting though. Although, the AC provided by the helmet he gave us is fine. There's nothing to complain about. AC is very important to the warrior. Ooh, it's a dragon. One thing we can do is we can find out, we can check our stuff. If it does anything whenever we get breathed on or something. Sometimes you learn that something resists lightning or fire or whatever. Aggravate monster is generally useless, but when you're as powerful as I am, it's not a terrible thing to have. Fire and cold, very good. It's very handy. So this mushroom I ate caused me to hallucinate, but it also caused me to have resistance to fire and cold. Which, I want the lantern. Which, throwing a lantern might hurt somebody, huh? Big glass heavy object with oil in it. Seems like a possibility. Ooh. I don't know what those are. It's probably healing potions. Yep. The Wand of Wonder, what that does is basically it does a bunch of different random things. Some are very powerful, some are moderately powerful, some are useless, some are bad. Sometimes they haste monsters, sometimes they duplicate monsters. Sometimes they blow up the entire area, massive destruction zone. Just totally obliterate the whole area. Which might not be so bad if you're trying to deal with something that you can't really deal with, or you shouldn't be trying to deal with. You can't get away from it, maybe. They're really good in the early game, but they become kind of useless later on, like many things in this game. And as a warrior, you're generally not using magical devices very much. The only one that you're going to use a lot throughout the whole game is Teleport Other. Teleport Other is the sort of broken, overpowered tool that allows you to basically go anywhere you want in the game and acquire any loot you want in the game without substantial risk. So it's a very overpowered object. And yeah, so when you start finding those, it's a game changer. The game's much more interesting without them, but it's actually very, very hard to beat without them at all. I have a feeling I probably would be able to do it. But it would take some what's the word? It would take a little bit of finagle? Finagling isn't the right word. A little bit finagling. Improvisation. For sure. Oh, so we have a 5 object on here. We're going to want to read our scroll of treasure detection and try to find it. See the second number on the bottom right? Bottom left, 5. That means there's an artifact or something equally as powerful as an artifact on the level, which is pretty good. We can't read books, so we squelch them by pressing the K button and then selecting them on the ground. Oops. Lightning or acid, one of those two is the likely assumption. Amulets resist lightning, acid, provide improvision, provide free action but at a penalty of speed. That's about it for the early ones, and then later in the game you get more powerful amulets. And there's 1 or 2 that are particularly powerful. They're much later in the game. I guess we're going to read our other treasure to we don't need to read it. I think this might be it. This is actually a really nice early item because it fires missiles really quickly. But the missiles are annoying, so what we're going to do, I mean the missiles are annoying in the sense we don't need the gloves. Are annoying in the sense that let's see, create word. I'm having a hard time explaining myself. Just give me a minute here. So the key, we're making a key binding, a key action. Press that key and a certain action happens. It's going to activate. Something like that. Alright, let's try it. Oops. Because it does a bunch of messages when you activate. It's like, who do you want to hit? Oh, so I screwed it up. We gotta give this a number on it. Let's say 2. So now what we're gonna do is create a key map. Activate 2. Target. Enter. That should get rid of the annoying messages. No? How is that 2? 2. This is 2. What the hell happened? I didn't put 2. I didn't. A. 2. Why didn't it work? There it goes. A2, enter. That should do it. Because that recharges really quickly. So you want it to just be really easy to activate every time. Scare monster. We just did wonder. We got some kind of firebolt. So that was good. Another shield is good, better than what we had. I gotta find out what all these staves do, but I have been sort of lousy about investigating these things, and I gotta figure out what I need to drop. Heroism makes you hit better and gives you a little health. We don't need cure light wounds. I mean, we don't need detect. We don't need light because our Phial of Galadriel provides that activation. Ooh. We're getting super powerful, super quick. We need to dive some more. Yeah, dragons are good targets because they provide money. And then the deeper dragons provide some nice items that they drop. The baby dragons, they just provide cash. So this is good. Stairs are good. Tiger's pretty dangerous, but not for us. For anyone else. For most other classes early in the game, it can be an issue, but not for us. So, yeah. Those are a problem. This is definitely a problem. Even for us, because they confuse, and then that's it. And then it's over. Because we have no way to teleport, so if we get confused, we could easily die. So whatever that scroll was, we're gonna have to leave it behind. It probably was deep descent, which is what we want, but I don't see us safely. I don't see us safely getting those scrolls. Here they come. So that was we avoided a narrow. We narrowly avoided a bad situation. We probably would have survived because we could put on the teleportation amulet and just wait for it to kick in while we're confused. But we may have gone through a lot of potions or healing, trying to not die. I'm not really sure. I don't know what these potions could do. I should try them. I wonder if they're already cure critical wounds. Blindness, not very useful. In fact, what we're going to do is we are going to. We squelched those because we don't really need. Blindness isn't that useful to us, so we squelched them. We'll no longer see them in the game. They will still be produced in the game, but we just won't see them. What did he say? Free action. Something's providing free action. I don't know what it is. It's probably my cloak. That's extremely fantastic, because often when I'm diving, I die due to paralysis. It's a very common way for me to die early in the game. When I'm diving, when I'm hitting all the downstairs. Because I'm not really I'm paying a little bit of attention to that sort of thing for sure, but I'm not slowing my dives down because I don't have free action. I just keep diving and hope I find it, and if I don't, I just play again. It's not a big deal. So it's nice that we're not going to be dying from that. Basically, it means the next thing that we're going to die from, other than carelessness, is an invisible monster, because we don't have see invisible yet. So we learned what this does just now, because he cast lightning at us. Whenever a monster or something does something to us that that our equipment protects us against, then we learn about it. It's called a rune. It's a rune of protection, basically, on our equipment. So the amulet provides resistance to lightning. There's a rune of resist lightning on the amulet, so the amulet is called an amulet of resist lightning right there, which we don't need because we already are wearing it. Stone skin. It's not completely useless, it's not really that. We just got better armor. It's not completely useless, it's not terribly useful either. We want to enchant our weapon for sure. It's to damn, so now our weapon's doing even more damage. We're up to 44.5. Magic missile's fine. We're going to get rid of our scare monster because we don't need that. Bolts, more. A lot of enchanted ammunition here. This is really good. So what we did there is we just dropped the weakest ammo and picked up the strongest ammo. What to drop? There's nothing really I want to drop here. Could read the treasure detection, but I might want to save that for something. Could drop mushroom emergency, but it could be good in an emergency. I have 2 sources of see invisible, and I guess I'll drop the staff. Because I think 6 scrolls is probably going to be more than I'll ever need. Ooh. We just got a good level feeling, so we're going to have to explore this level. It's a priest. Priests are kind of dangerous, but not when you can kill them really quickly, then they generally don't pose much of a threat. It's pretty good range for... It's been a really good run so far. Extremely good run, actually. Still have to figure out what that staff does. I don't want to do deep descent right now, so I don't want to pick that up. I guess I'll drop the emergency. I don't really think I'm going to need it. Probably will, though. Who knows? It's probably something better. Ooh, Hummerhorn. What the? This is, I misclicked. So I don't want to misclick in this situation. I use the star key to cycle through different targets to select. And I think I've killed all the Hummerhorns, which means we're in good stead. I don't know that I've ever seen deep descent, forced deep descent come in a stack of 5, so I'm going to risk reading these, which is great because they're satisfy hunger. $11 versus 10, so that's going to be a better shield and a lighter shield. I can hold down the control key while pressing the up arrow, and that'll allow me to attack while not moving. Of course I was attacking the wrong way because I didn't realize the wolf was behind me. Hardly matters though, I'm so powerful at this point in the game. I gotta figure out what all this stuff does, man. That's pretty good. Probably get rid of our magic missile for this. So let's find out what some of these wands do. Confuse. And clone. Clone is, we're not gonna squelch clone, sometimes clone is handy. Like I could have cloned that some more and just kept killing them. I could have, because then you get some interesting drops sometimes. But we're not going to hold on to it, we'll just drop the clone monster. For now, we don't really hold on to them, but sometimes I use them if I walk over them. So I gotta figure out what the staff does. I want to pick this up too, because this could be Wait, I want to pick up. Did I pick up the unID'd wand? I guess I did. Press this key to find out if there's anything on the level that it's unID'd. There isn't, so this wand may be teleport other, but I don't know how to find that out. Probably isn't, but it might be. Let's find a monster. Okay, we gotta figure out what the rest of these things do. It's Dragon's Breath, so that's an out-of-depth wand. These wands don't usually start showing up until much deeper in the dungeon. So that's probably our 6th item, and we might as well keep it. Wow, he died really easily. 12 and 3 is 15. Which is better than 11, so even though it's heavier, we're gonna keep it and drop the other one. Slow monsters is good. So we're at 7,000 turns. It's pretty slow, but it doesn't really matter at all. I mean, it's still respectable speed, but it's nothing too exciting. All right, let's go to the stairs. So basically in the early game, unless you're playing a really weak class, your best weapons are daggers, mangaches, whips, spears, and rapiers, and everything else, and tridents. And everything else is pretty trash. But if you're a really weak class, then really heavy weapons are good because everything you're going to get, even the light weapons you get one round with, so you might as well wield a heavy one and have better dice. But that's sort of relegated to the weaker classes. True seeing means we see invisible. Guess we'll just map. Did we find a stair down? We did. So we are quite, like right now we're powerful enough to be on like dungeon level. Well, not too much deeper than we are right now, actually. Abigail. No, Abigail looks like a good sword. It's got high enchantments, 12/12, provides dexterity. But it actually does less damage than what we're doing right now. But it might provide see invisible. It does. So it's going to be a good swap for us. It'll be a good swap, but that's about it. So we're gonna keep with our dagger. So now we could easily go to dungeon level 30, and it would be we'd have to be more careful, but certainly not as careful as a mage is when he's playing at depth, meaning at a slow pace. But we'd still have to be careful, and we would be fine. We would have a couple of trials here and there, but we'd pretty much be fine at that depth. It would be more exciting for sure. This is a little bit boring right now. I mean, it's fun because we're getting cool kit and we're moving quickly, which is nice. We're leveling up quickly. These are blink dogs. They cause you to phase or blink. And they can be dangerous. They generally aren't for some reason because they're usually not accompanied by super dangerous things, but they could be. Ring of Escaping is very handy. You can't attack with it though, but so you gotta have, let's see. Whoops. I like that. Something happened. He destroyed one of my scrolls of recall. Phase door. Nothing too serious. We have a lot of phase door or recalls. At some point we are going to want to go back to town and stock up on a couple supplies. I've been forgetting to use my lightning bolt It recharges very quickly. Maybe not that quickly. I thought it recharged quicker than that. There's one. Do you know what I think it is? Yeah, so we want this treasure location. There's one rod, there's one glove activation that does that same activation but much quicker. I think we're done with the stump monster. I just don't really see us doing this that much more. Treasure detection is extremely powerful tool. We do like it very much. Basically, it tells you where to go, and that's great because most of the time you have no idea where to go. Could hit the teleport trap again, but what's the point? This level's pretty boring. We want to get off of it sooner than later. Oh well, we're not getting anywhere. There we go. Pike. All pikes are really bad weapons. I don't know what the brown dragon is. Is that a crystal drake? Basically, he breathes really sharp shards, which cause you cuts and gashes and things of that nature that need to be cured before you can start regenerating hit points again. He's tough though. He's going down very slowly. What is his hit points? Oh, he's way out of depth. 33. See, we're totally able to handle something from that depth. What are his hit points? It doesn't really say, does it? Nothing on our feet. Nope. Average dagger is not going to be very helpful to us anymore. We have a dagger. Free action is not necessary. We're going to lose some health running away from these guys. They shoot a lot of arrows. So we're going to stand here and hold on the control key so we don't move forward. And that guy's kicking our butt, so we're going to phase. Alright, so we can confuse monsters, we can slow monsters. I don't know how much that actually does. The mushroom emergency would actually be fairly decent right now. Because it would bring us our health back to full. And it would protect us even more than our cloak does of these fire hounds. I could try this Dragon's Frost. Actually I'm going to do my Ring of Escaping. Get some distance from these guys. See, that's a pretty powerful item that we're escaping. Oh, that's bad. We're not going to be able to wear it anymore because we have to go fight these guys now. So I'm going to focus on the firehounds before the orcs, even though the firehounds would kill the orcs. I don't want my inventory burnt up by the firehounds. And it looks like we're going to be doing okay here. We might be able to finish this guy off. It's going to be a little risky, but he's fleeing, and when he's fleeing he's not hitting me, so that's pretty good. I like to take a lot of risks like that. I actually don't really... It's actually safer to take that kind of risk than to teleport or something, because when you phase with that little health, it's not very wise. And if you heal with that little health, you're not going to get very far, because you're just going to lose that health again in the next round. So sometimes you just got to make a judgment call and hope that you made the right one. And try to finish the guy off before he kills you. Or quaff a bunch of potions and hope that he does less damage than the potions. Or put on a Ring of Escaping and then do that, or quaff a Potion of Speed. There's a few ways to get around the problematic monster, but generally you really don't want to engage something that you can't handle. Strong and naive. So this is what we call a swap potion. It's very powerful because this one was very powerful because it made us naive, which doesn't really matter since we're not. Wisdom doesn't affect us in any meaningful way, really. We don't have a spell book or anything. But it makes us very strong, which is really good because strength is one of the most important attributes. We can't use restore mana because we have none. So we get rid of it from the game by squelching it. It's still in the game, but we just don't see it. So what did that take our... Increased our damage a little bit, but it didn't improve our overall rounds any. We'll take it though, we'll take every little bit of help we can get. This is poison. Hit this guy with Wonder. He's a unique creature, and he's not too bad apparently. He does have a few things that he does. It's to reduce your health significantly. He does like a 60 Mind Blast or something damage that does 60 damage, but I don't know what to do. Shots. Let's try the oil. Doesn't seem to do anything to him. No one did. The door doesn't go anywhere. Plus melee, so if you're a paladin, that's helpful. Somehow, I think it means that you can wield it even though it's a sharp weapon. It's not really that useful to us, it's slightly worse than our dagger. So we're gonna drop it, even though it's a blessed object. We don't really... This guy's gonna destroy something in a minute if I'm not careful. Well, there's not really any way I can be careful, I can't reach him. Can't see him. Of course I could have done this and then I would have been able to see him, but I wasn't really too worried about him. He's very fast and he breathes a lot, but his damage output is really, really low. And I resist lightning, so fairly safe. Teleportation. Potions of speed. I thought I already had 2 potions of speed. I guess one got destroyed. Yep. One of them got destroyed. Something got destroyed. Scroll is invisible. So that's another reason I take the scrolls versus the staff, because if you lose the whole staff, you lose all 19 charges. If you lose a scroll, well, you only lose a scroll, and you still have 5 more. Well, he's winning. So we're gonna escape. A little disappointed that I didn't get more damage on him. Take it easy, go. If I'm fast, why is he getting... Crap. If I'm fast, why is he getting so much damage on me? So this is pretty dangerous. We have really low health right now. So what we're gonna do Berserk Strength because it increases our health. And we're gonna do Cure Light Wounds. And we're gonna phase. That's not really helpful. I guess we'll do Dragon's Breath. Should we do Dragon? Let's do Wonder. I kind of want to do Dragon's Breath. We actually have the recharge, so that's actually pretty good. But Wonder worked pretty well. Let's try that again. What did that do? Fantastic. Right, let's take off our Ring of Escaping. Hi, Jimmy. Alright, so during our escaping, we get some distance on our dudes.
Are you gaming?
Yeah. I'm doing a how-to video. So, sort of a how-to video. It's basically just me describing what I'm doing.
Are you leaving tomorrow?
Do you want me to?
So I can regain my life?
If you want me to. He's confused. I was kind of thinking it would be fun to do New Year's here, though.
Thanks, buddy.
Alright, Dragon's Breath. Let's do it. He's healed again? That's not good. Doesn't really do that much damage, did it? What got destroyed? Trident Blessed. That's alright, we already gave up on it. So now we can try our cloak on the wand. And we have 3 more charges. That's probably going to be enough. He's down to 4. 4 things. We'll save the rest for another target. We can fire things at him.
Jake, I'm gonna need money from you.
James, you say that as if I didn't already give you money, buddy.
Jake, I'm gonna need money from you? For your meal and your movie ticket?
Sure, buddy.
Trying to be a Jew?
Yeah, I'm trying. I was hoping you were going to forget about it.
Why?
Because I don't want to give you money. I'm trying to take advantage of you as much as I can, buddy.
I know. No longer, though.
Yep. Milk you for everything you got, bud. This is probably like Feather Falling or... What's the other one? Feather Falling and Slow Digestion. I'm going with Feather Falling, so let's, whatever. I guess we'll keep it on there. Oh, there's another one. You're escaping. I guess we can hit him with Dragon's Breath. Jeez. It's pretty awesome. We'll do one more charge of the Cure Light Wounds. We could do Berserk. Let's do Berserk Strength. That's what it's there for. It's for high value targets, and this is a pretty high value target. So he might be winning this exchange. We're going to phase. And we're going to hit him with something. And we're already out of our friggin' Berserk? That's pretty weak. It's not Slay Evil, huh? Oh well. Sometimes we'll just Slay Evil. Come on. He's in terror. But he still tries to hit me. He might kill me right now, but I'm going to risk it because I don't think he will. It was a good hit. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Slightly scary. 1 health. Jesus, dude. That was a fairly... I tend to die a lot because I play this game so much and I keep pushing the envelope more and more. And, yeah, so that was... Yeah, what not to do. Don't attack a monster when you have 21 health. In the hopes that he flees, because he might not flee, and he didn't. So, usually he does, but... I definitely gauged that one poorly. But I got lucky. Somehow I barely survived that one. Let's try a lantern. Did it do anything? Doesn't seem to be doing all that much. Probably get more mileage out of throwing Evergill at it. Let's try throwing our sword at it. That worked out pretty well. 25. So forget this whatever this thing is. This halberd, forget the halberd. Doesn't provide telepathy. We don't really care whatever else it does. If it has a slant, it doesn't really matter because its damage is so low. Basically. Although the halberd's good for digging, isn't it? We'll just use we'll use the longsword to dig. Dexterous weak. Oh well. Ooh. We'll try, hopefully we get frost. Poison. Well, he's not all that tough anyway. Alright, so let's recharge our wand again. I don't know how many times we're going to succeed doing this, but we'll just keep doing it as long as it'll work. And we got 3 more charges. What's going on, buddy? What do I owe ya?
I'll send you money request.
Check's in the mail, buddy. That's my friend from college, James Yee. Fine lad he is. But he likes to be see, I don't like this guy. 2 things we're gonna do. We're gonna wear Ring of Escaping. And we're gonna wear our teleportation because we want to get away from him. And that's the easiest way to get away from him. Because he'll just destroy our inventory and he'll disenchant our weapons. And our gear. So what we do is, as soon as he reaches us, we phase away and then we start running in the opposite direction. That way we never see him again. And we wait for the teleportation to kick in, which is random, so it'll kick in whenever it feels like it. And usually the way this scroll works, this teleportation amulet works, is that it teleports. When you're in danger, it takes a really long to teleport, and when you're not, it teleports really quickly. So basically, when you don't want it to teleport, it teleports you. When you want it to teleport you, it doesn't teleport you. And I don't know if it's like super intelligent, like it knows that I'm in danger and I'm trying to get away, so it's not activating, or if this is just some sort of annoying Murphy's Law type thing. But it is extremely annoying. Here we go. Not teleporting. Not teleporting. Not teleporting. It doesn't usually take this long to teleport, so this is extremely annoying. At least this guy isn't shooting me with a bunch of firebolts. So while I'm unlucky that it's not teleporting me, I'm lucky that I didn't get blasted with a bunch of firebolts or things like that. Nice arrows. So finally it activated. In which case we put the resist lightning on again. And what was the humph that he made? Teleportation curse. So they basically say it's a curse that this thing causes you to teleport, but it's not that much of a curse. It's better than not teleporting, I guess. I mean, it allows us to keep playing this level, otherwise we'd probably have to read our word of recall. So it's not a terrible item to have. So I think we have Slay Zombie, or Slay Undead rather. Pretty good. I don't know what's better, Troll or Undead, but Undead isn't bad. Now I don't think that dwarf, or whatever that guy was that was chasing us earlier, is going to follow us. He's pretty far away and he should stay away. As long as we don't go east and we keep heading west, we should be good. Well, that's pretty good. Do we have a way to carry it with us? We could get rid of the blessings or the satisfy hungers. We'll just get rid of the satisfy hungers. We'll risk it. We'll risk running around without satisfy hunger, which can be a bit of a risk sometimes. We're going to do it though. We're going to take that risk. I should have a ring of digging. We don't really need the shovel. I think actually we'll get rid of the shovel. That was a bit of an unnecessary move to have it. Or to pick it up, I should say. Alright, let's just see what some of this stuff is. The teleportation ring is also good. Do we want to screw around with these guys with only 4 phase doors? We probably don't. Let's escape actually. One thing we can do is we can activate, well, we should probably go back to town and is it firebolts or light? I thought it was lightning bolts, but maybe it's firebolt. It's a firebolt. 98. I was confusing this with a different object. 98's actually really good. Fast is annoying. Might as well put on a ring of escaping since we're in terror mode already. Rapier. 38 and the dagger is 48. So the rapier actually isn't that good. I thought the rapier would be better, but maybe with our stat potions it's not as good with our currents. Oh, okay, so here we go. This is our first dangerous monster in a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to phase. We're going to do Word of Recall. We're going to do See Invisible. That monster that just made that weird noise is invisible. Oh, he's actually not that hard. He's not that dangerous. In fact, we can probably just kill him with our... Yep. So we didn't actually need to... we didn't need to recall, but we did. And there's nothing on this level anyway, so that was actually a good move. Although, of course, we should have checked for treasures before we recalled. But that's not really a big deal either way. And then we can look to see what other... Holy cow, short bow power is pretty good. 2, 6. You know what? I just realized I've been throwing things and I forgot that I actually have a... I don't have a shooting. I thought maybe I got confused with another game and I thought I had one, but I don't. So we'll probably buy that short bow of power, but we're going to see what else is available in the shops. Nothing exciting here. We could get the 32 chainmail, but I think we'll just wait to find it in the dungeon. Finding a staff of teleportation at this stage of the game is extremely helpful. But, you know, what are you going to do? This ring of reckless attacks is good. Potions of speed are very good. We're going to take 2 of those. Healing is pretty good. We'll take 1 of those. Let's do it, and then we'll go to the bars.
Can we do something about food? Are you not hungry?
No, I feel like we just ate, and then I had that hot chocolate, which was very filling. Sorry? Oh, that's kind of you. Excuse me. Could have turned off the mic, but it came pretty quickly. We're just dropping all the ammo we're not going to be using with our short bow of power. And I guess we've been experiencing much more lightning than acid, but usually you wear acid over lightning, so I don't know what to do. I'll drop, well, obviously I don't need both of them, we'll drop 1 acid, keep the other. So this thing that's not identified, it's resist acid. I'm pretty positive about that. Because if it was anything else, it would let us know. So I'm pretty sure that's the only other thing it could be. Reckless attacks. So we're going to get our reckless attacks. So it knocks our AC down. Whoa, we have a lot of AC. Knocks our AC down, which isn't that great, but we have so much that I guess we're not too worried about it. And this topaz ring, like whatever it does, I don't really know. I don't really care. I'm gonna leave it. We can do a ring swap. Exclamation G just means we don't want to pick it up anymore. We don't want to pick up more than one of them. We'll do 3, I guess. And we'll do 3 for this. So now we can easily escape. And with the reckless attacks, whoa, 79 it works. It's actually not terrible. 87 to undead, so our Elvigil is actually not completely useless right now. Which surprises me a little bit. Usually the weapon is fairly useless. And we checked. Just by the short bow of power. So plus 18, that's a fairly... I think we're going to have to pause this game because somebody's vacuuming. Let me just see what else is. Ooh, this Whip of Slay Demon is 73. So, for many people, having 3 weapons to swap between is a little bit excessive, but for me, it's fine. Especially now that, as a warrior, it seems to make a lot of sense to have that. We're going to do 89 to demons. We're going to do 80 to orcs. And we're going to do 87 to undead, so that's pretty cool. And we'll do Slay Demon as our main weapon because it's going to be doing the most damage to everyone, I think, of all the weapons I have. 67, 54. Yep. And the next thing we really need a lot of is phase doors. Do we buy potions of cure or anything? Do we want those? Cure critical wounds, 27. So we're going to take like 5 of them, 6 of them. Do 6. They're kind of expensive. We don't want too many. And then we'll do like 5 of these. And we'll do like 8 of these. Eventually we're gonna phase the cure light wounds out, but I think they're kind of useful. So 66. We're going to want more arrow. We're going to regular arrows. Do like 40 of these. Phase doors. Magic mapping, sure. So we'll do like 30 of these. I like to have a lot of them. They're very useful. We could use a magic mapping, but I guess there's only one, so we're not going to take up a whole inventory slot for that. Pretty good stead. We're going to get rid of the Staff of Cure Light Wounds, probably. We might just hold on to it, though, because we can recharge it. It's basically free health. How you gonna say no to that? Wand of Wonder, what else? Alright, we're in good stead. Let's save it. We'll resume this video in a little bit. Basically, that's first phase of diving.